Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today this is my land area. I'm gonna make 3% off of this kill because whatever loot I get, I'm getting 3% extra on top of it because this is literally my land area, and that's what I set the taxes to. So in the last video I announced I was buying a land area. I talked about spending over $10,000 to get this land area, and yes, I'm talking USD, not PED. Today we're going to go over what exactly that land area is because I went a little overboard, I guess. So if you go to Arcadia, all of this right here is mine. And this teleporter right here, that's also mine, I guess. It's a mutation station. That's the land area that I bought. And the reason I bought this land area is twofold. One, it was for sale and I wanted to buy something, which, you know, that's qualification, right? But two, it's got unique mobs on it, right? So Oro right here, mutated Oro, those you can only find on Mutation Station. And there's Bokolo, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. Someone's going to correct me down below, as is the tradition. But that's another mob that's completely unique to this land area. And let's see what I got there. We got a nice little profession increase because I'm using pistols. Why? Because these mobs are so slow and decently low level that you can hunt them pretty much naked with a lot of different guns. And this is one of the things I liked about this land area. So this gun right here, it only does 34.9 damage. It's a pistol, so it doesn't have a ton of range. You can use this at level 16, and honestly, it was the only thing I could find on the Arcadia auction. Arcadia is not the most active of planets. So yeah, if you're gonna come here to check out the land area, I definitely recommend it. The land area seems pretty cool to me, but I'm biased, right? Obviously. But no, if you're gonna come here, bring your gun. I blew through my LR35, and then I went to get a gun, and this was all I could find. But honestly, these mobs are so slow, you can hunt with pretty much anything, as long as you can do enough damage. Like right here, Bokolo, however you want to pronounce that. Watch this. This mob, it goes so slow that I actually can walk out of the range of it, right? Like, so I was within range. I keep walking, and I'm going to go outside of the range of this mob if I go a little too fast. So literally, these are the perfect mobs for pretty much almost anyone to hunt. If you're like a low, mid-level hunter, these are the perfect mobs for you. You can just shoot them. You can walk backwards. Bing, bang, boom. It's pretty easy. Bayrock, someone in the Discord, like in the Discord, I've been talking about this for a bit. He's tried out this area. I think, as of making this video, as of like right now, he's about 600 and something PEDs in. And so far, it's actually been profitable for him. Not just because these mobs loot like high. Actually, these mobs don't loot high market, like high TT items. Okay, I'm not trying to pull any punches here or anything like that. If you look at the loot that I've got, you know, turquoise paint, a little bit of markup there. Like there's a little bit of markup on some of this stuff, 103%. You know, you've got what? This pretty much doesn't sell, so it's not worth anything. Same with the skull. It'd be awesome if you could get double, but again, it's only 6 PECs. So you can see like most of this stuff doesn't have a huge markup. I guess this does. But a lot of this stuff doesn't, right? The only exception to that would be the orange paint right here. That's 227%. That's looted by the Bokolo, which I don't know how to pronounce. But otherwise, a lot of this stuff, like you get a little bit of markup on it, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, like, you know, muscle oil, eye oil, there's a slight markup on that. But yeah, I'm not saying that you should come here and hunt because you're going to get like high markup or anything like that. One thing I don't want to do, right? Like I am going to be biased, but I want to try and be as unbiased as possible. But honestly, these mobs are pretty easy to hunt. They're unique. You got a codex for them. And if you're just looking to skill up, it's actually a pretty good mob to test out. And also, at this point, I've got to apologize for the microphone quality. I had a bit of a... I don't know what you'd call it, like a moment, I guess. Sorry, having a sip here, but I had a moment and tossed everything. No, I'm on a trip right now for work. I've talked about it before. I'm in Auckland, so if you got recommendations, I think when this video comes out, I'll still be in Auckland. Otherwise, I should have just recorded this video at home where I've got a better microphone, better setup, and all that. But I'm rocking the old gaming laptop. If you remember the Omen that I was rocking way back in the day. That's what we're working with here. I brought it along because I knew that this might happen. I knew I might get the PEDs to buy the LA, and just so happened I got the PEDs. The person selling said like, "Hey, I could really use them." Like they had another purchase, I guess, that they had lined up, or at least that's what it sounded like. And I was just like, hey, let's just do it. Let's rock and roll, right? Like I jump on, give them the PEDs, bing, bang, boom, the land area is mine. I drop that video announcing that I'm buying a land area. And then I'm sitting here like, I'm not going to be back for a while and I don't want to let the hype die down. So we're making a video like this, right? I brought a little microphone along with me because I wanted to make some Rust news videos because, you know, this channel has a lot of Rust content on it. But hey, it turns out I'm making a Entropia Universe land area video. Just like the old days, right? You got to be on the ball with this. But yeah, this land area is officially mine, and there's going to be some cool stuff. There's going to be some stuff that we're doing around it. So hopefully people are still listening. If not, like someone post a summary down below. Also, these mobs are here. Camaldun, Young. So I'm thinking of getting rid of them, okay? So these are level 36 mobs. They hit pretty hard, and they don't really fit in with the other two mobs. So here's the options, okay? And I'm curious to hear what people think. One, we could bump the maturities up of these unique mobs, or two, we could just completely get rid of the Camaldun. There's also some Nikanu, whatever. There's some other mobs in there, but that's going to be going away as soon as possible. But yeah, basically, those mobs are just despawning right now. But the Camaldun, I don't know how to pronounce it. People are going to get really mad at me for this. But those mobs, I haven't set them to despawn yet. So I'm just waiting to see how people feel about it. I want to get people's opinions. I don't want to get rid of like that big mob if there's a lot of big hunters coming here trying it out. I don't think there are. But if they are, I don't want to pull that out from under people, especially when it's a docile mob. You can still come here, you can hunt all these youngs without really having too much interaction with the big guys. But I'm thinking like the two options we've got, we just completely get rid of them if they're bugging people, or we can move the levels of these mobs up. And I want to play with this for two reasons, right? I want to try and get these max level mobs because I don't think it's been a while since any land area owner has done it, and I want to see if there's some unique items dropping from these mobs. And that is one of the things that I'm going to be doing with this land area. I'm going to have a promotion. So if you go onto my Discord, okay, the Serial Overdrive Discord, there's going to be a mutation station information, I like that, channel. In this channel, it's going to have every item or everything that's been looted on this land area, right? Specifically this land area. It's going to have what I've looted from these mobs, what I've looted from every single mob. It's going to be broken down by the mob, and it's going to also have ores and end matter. If you come to this land area and you find something unique, I do not care what it is, right? Like if I didn't list muscle oil for a certain mob and you find it, post a screenshot of that loot, and you know what's going to happen? You're going to get 20 PDs. I'm going to give 20 PDs for every unique discovery on this land area. Unique to me, unique to the list, right? So if you come here, you get an end matter, you get an ore that hasn't been looted before, that's 20 PDs to you instantly. It might take me a little bit to get on, but I will get on. You will get your PDs. I can promise you that. And I thought it was just like a cool initiative to kick things off, okay? Get some people over here, get exploring, start finding some unique stuff. Hopefully we can get some cool L items. Hopefully we can get some cool guns. And worst case scenario, you're just skilling up the codex. You're just getting that codex worked, right? Because that's what I've been doing. Honestly, I've never tried taking these mobs on until I looked into buying this land area. And then I came out here, I started hunting them, and I'm like, these guys are actually pretty cool. And to be honest, like, here's the thing. I'm not going to... Bayrox posted his results, okay, in the Discord. He's done like 600 something PDs. He's documented it all, and it seems like he's up by about like 1 to 2%, and that's just at TT prices. Personally, I can't say that I'm up or down. I've just been going at it. But I feel like I'm sort of break even. I might be down a little bit because I've done some crazy stuff with the mining. But I feel like I'm down a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. And like if it was something crazy, I want to say like I want to do some legit hunts here. And I you know, if there's other content creators, feel free. Like I'd love to have you do videos there, of course. But like if a video is negative of the land area, that is not your fault. Like, I mean, honestly, if you make a video just trashing me, like, yeah, maybe I'll take that personally. I don't know. But, like, if you come here and your returns are bad, I will not take that personally. What that means is we just need to mess with the spawns. We just need to figure out what went wrong, and we need to try and fix it. And that's what I want to do. I want to try and work with the community to get the best settings possible for this land area. I don't want this to be another dead land area. I don't want this to be another project that just goes nowhere. I want everybody to get involved. So right off the bat, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be hunting. And for full disclosure here, let's go over the taxes. 3% hunting tax, 2% mining tax. It feels a little high to me. I might drop them down another percent, but honestly, like, again, full disclosure, these land areas don't make a killing. So it's going to make me probably a little bit more than CLDs if I do it right. But right now, looking at it, and I want to be, again, like, I want to just be like honest about everything, even if it means that I'm taking the value of this because people can work with the numbers. I think, and I could be wrong about this, I think per day, without any promotion, without any events, this land area is going to make me about 20 to 30 PEDs, roughly. Some days are going to be worse, some days are going to be better, because I'm getting 3% of loot. So if someone comes here and hits a huge HOF, obviously that's going to be a great day for me, right? Like, great day for them, but great day for me too. If no one comes here, obviously I'm not getting anything. But like, yeah, if there's a big loot, if there's something that drops, there's more of a reason for people to come to Arcadia. I'm just going to be getting more. But from what I can see, just this is off of a couple days. I'm looking at about probably a couple days and some other information I got. I'm probably looking about 20 to 30 PEDs a day. And a few days, if they're really good, I might be able to get like I don't know, like a 50 PED a day. If I'm really lucky, I think like once every couple years, I might get like a 500 PED a day. That's what I think it is. I'm going to try to be fully honest with this. The seller asked me not to fully disclose the price, so I can say I paid over $10,000 or 100,000 PED, but I can't say, I can't divulge any more than that. If you know pricing, you can probably tell me if I got ripped off or not, but like, yeah, I don't want to, I'm not looking to create enemies or anything like that. But, yeah, like this is honestly probably the craziest moment that I've had in Entropia Universe, running around on a land area that I own and knowing that every time I get a loot, I also get an extra 3% on top. And, you know, if like, I 100%, for people who are like sitting here like, Serial, you're going to tell me to go on LAs or anything like that? Like, no. If you don't like being tagged, don't come here. There should be no, I don't want people to feel compelled to come here. I want people to feel like they want to come here. I want people to try it out. I want people to see what their experience is. And then based on that, I want them to either say, I'm going to come again, or I'm going to wait until things change. And if you're waiting until things change, just all I ask is you let me know if there's something that you'd like to see change. If these mobs are too easy for you, let me know. We can just bump that spawn up. If there's too few of them, I really don't think there are. But if there are, we can definitely bump that up. If you don't like these big boys, let me know and we can get rid of them. I don't think they're going to be a problem. What we'll do is we'll convert this ammo, and we're going to do a run through here. I want to tell you like how many PEDs I put into this right now, but I really don't know. Let's just do a quick run through over here. Let's run by these big boys and see what happens, because they're pretty docile. Like, just watch this. So what you're going to find if you do come here, these guys docile. They're not really going to go after you. He's going to go after me, isn't he? He's going to go after me. We went a little too close. We're flying too close to the sun, boy. Yeah, we're flying too close. Nope. All right, he's not going to go after me. Everything else that can attack you, you're going to be able to outrun it. That's why I don't need armor here. The things that are dangerous don't attack you, and the things that aren't dangerous, they might attack you, but they're a little slow. Oop, and he is attacking me. Oh, boy. And this one's fast. Like I said, this guy can do some damage. Everyone else, not so much, but this guy does some damage. Also, we got these annoying guys right here. You see that right there? That's oh boy, I forget the name. Nikranu, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Like I know the spelling, I just don't know the name. So what I've tried to do there is I've tried to despawn them, but it's gonna take some time apparently. What the heck was that? It's gonna take some time apparently to despawn them. So we're gonna go over that. We're gonna fly over to the land marker, and I'm gonna go over just how all of that works, or at least how I think all of that works. Because again, the whole goal here is complete transparency. I think that with Landone, I think with everything, there's a lot of people there keeping secrets. I don't like it, honestly. Like, anytime I find a good area, I let people know, and this is going to be no different. I'm going to let people know all the stats, and you know what? Screw it. If I make this huge announcement, nobody comes out to the LA, we don't make that much money, we're down to 10 PEDs a day that we're making off of it, I want to tell people, because part of what I want to do is just promote not honesty, but just like sharing information, because that's what these games are about, right? Like, this ship has gained a title fair. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. I actually don't even know what that means. I'm a noob. A noob with the landarea. That's gonna bug some people. But no, like, I just want to share information with everybody, and like we'll see where this goes. So fertilizer costs, from what I gather, those are going to be 300 to 500 PEDs depending on how I play with the settings. If I'm making 20 PDs, we're going to be running about 600 PDs. Like that on the low end, we're probably going to, hopefully, we're going to be making at least 600 PDs a month on this. When you take fertilizer out, that's about 300 PDs. That would have me making less than I would off CLDs for what I paid. And if we're on the higher end of things, let's say we're doing good, we're pulling in like 30 PDs a day, we're going to make a little bit more than I'd make if I put the money into CLDs. So this isn't some sort of like serial overdrive, get rich quick scheme. If all of you show up, that's going to be a great couple days. But I'm not going to try and just make this channel into pushing a land area. One, because this channel actually does pretty good, like with Rust content and other content. And two, because that's not the type of player I want to be. So we're gonna head over to the claim, the marker. It's right over here. But yeah, so far it's been a crazy experience. Like hunting on a land area that you own after so many years of just dreaming of it is even when the loot's bad, I've got a smile on my face. I could be getting zeros and I'd still be smiling, you know what I mean? So like, man, $10,000, like that's a lot, you know? Like if I had to pull that out of my bank account, there'd be a little bit of green in my face. But since it was already here and I just didn't want to, I don't want to withdraw the money. I want it to be like the majority of these PDs. Like honestly, if this land area makes like 10 million PDs or something crazy, like we're going to be pulling it. Like I'm not, you know, like certain bags you got to pick up, right? But like, you know, if it's making a reasonable amount like CLDs and stuff, I'm just going to use that money to play the game and hopefully improve the land area. But yeah, the first event we're going to be doing, it's just going to be a solid event where you get 20 PDs per unique item. Jump on the Discord so you can see if someone else has looted the item, you are not entitled to the PEDs. So the way the competition works, or the way the event works, I guess, is come to mutation station, start shooting, start mining, if you can find a crafting terminal, I guess like we're not doing that. But like, yeah, whatever, you know, start shooting or mining. If you pull anything up, just post a screenshot of it, let people know, and you'll get 20 PED. One thing I won't allow, like first person to sweat a creature, I'll give you something for that, but we're not doing sweat for all three of the mobs. That's 60 PDs. And it feels like that's a lot. Because I don't know. I think you guys are going to leave some cool stuff that I haven't put down before. Like Oro's Skull, I don't think I put that down. I will, but that would have been 20 PDs if I was paying myself, which would be weird. So here's how it works. You go to this land area, you get land area select. So you go to land area settings. This is where you can set your message. You can set a public event area, PvP, sat nav. So if I set this, you're going to be able to shoot each other, which seems weird. I don't know why I do that. That's a little anti-competitive. If I set the sat nav to off, now you won't be able to see on the map. It's going to just be blurred right here. I don't know why someone would set that, but you know, I guess in the early days the idea was like for PvP events and stuff like that. For the taxes, I can set them here. We can do like this. We can do this. I can make it $21.99 if I want to do that thing that all the stores do, where they make it a low price and pretend that it's like it's 2%, not 3%, obviously. I don't know. Mining, I don't think this is a big mining area, so we'll bump the tax down another 0.5%. Honestly, let's do that right now. This is gonna be the announcement video. We're bumping the taxes down, because why not? Like, you know, I know people don't like land area taxes. I'm gonna try and keep them as low as possible. We're gonna see. This might not be viable. Actually, sorry, I need to keep it at 3% right now. I'm trying to see like how everything works and like all that, and the numbers will be messed up if I bump this down. So when you come to this land area, I do apologize. It's gonna have to be 3% and 2%. I'm gonna release this video before Christmas, and the idea, I'm letting you know right ahead of time. There's gonna be a video on it, but the idea is Christmas. I usually do a giveaway. I give out sweat, all that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop taxes to like 0.5% for Christmas to New Year's, and you guys can all go nuts and have fun with it. It's going to cost me some money, but hopefully everyone's going to enjoy. Hopefully that's going to bring some more people out. Hopefully people are going to find some interesting loots. I'm going to have to pay up because I want to know what everything here loots. That's good for me. I want to see items coming out of it. We've already got a gun that hasn't been... There's a gun that was looted here that has not been looted in a couple version updates, like major version updates. They thought this gun wasn't looting anymore. Bayrock looted it. It's like, boom, that's 20 PDs to you, but like that's a cool thing to do. So yeah, hopefully we're gonna get some more of that. Hopefully we're gonna find some new stuff here. But yeah, he's now under new management. New things are coming. Serial Overdrive. If you had any questions, you're gonna see my name right in that land area claim. So like, you know, it's me. Now let's go to creature management, because this is sort of interesting here. So when I put fertilizer and I put it in here, I accept it. This is how much fertilizer I have available. 722 fertilizer. So right here you can see playing with everything. So these right here, these guys, Nekanu, I don't want them here. I don't want them here. I could remove the DNA. That's going to completely destroy the DNA. Instead of doing that, I don't know if... it would cost 8 improvement points per day. I don't know exactly why okay. It seems like if I lock it, I don't know if I'd have to pay to have none spawn, but if I leave it unlocked, I don't. But I left all these settings alone. Numbers, maturity, just set that all the way down. If I set it all the way up, you can see what the cost would be. 400 fertilizer, that's like 400 pet or something crazy like that. Just to get the number up. Maturity costs a lot more. Look at that, 1,200 to get that maturity up, right? This mutated Camaldon, again, same thing, like 308. You know, 1,200. So you can see that the cost sort of stays the same. And even if you move it down, you can see there's a cost to that. So just changing the spawn in any way is going to cost something. So you've got to be very calculated with these costs, unless you just don't care about it. And you can see this one's set all the way down. I think that's just because of cost, right? It's cheaper to just manipulate one of the DNAs rather than manipulate two of them at the same time. If you wanted to do just one mob only, you could probably bump the numbers up. Maybe you could do one that's low maturity, one that's high maturity, just to get a nice mix in there. But that's one option. Unfortunately, it looks like for the Oro, we've only got one DNA. Whoever owned this LA before, it looks like they just destroyed one of the DNAs to bring in Nikanu. I don't know why you do that. Like, these are Calypso mobs, in my opinion. I wouldn't be bringing them to an Arcadia LA. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, that's the thing. I feel like it is what it is. I like the fact that you can bring the mobs all over. I think that makes sense. Like, there's a reason that we've got zebras in Texas, and it's not because they were born there. Well, they were born there, but it's not because they were supposed to be born. Like, zebras do not come from Texas, folks. If that's mind-blowing to you, 2 plus 2 is 4. Anyways, we've got this right here. We've got these numbers. You can see this. This is Orlo. This is Bocolo. I own only DNA for this. Bocolo, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm trying to make myself look like a dick. Anyways, you can see the numbers here. So you can drag this. We can play with this. Seems like if we lock this in, until it's just going to stay there until the fertilizer runs out. So if we wanted to bump the maturity up, we could do that. It's just I want to see how the loot is when everything's young. I want to see how people like it. If you're new to the game, I think you could even try and come here and sweat if you bring a big enough group. But yeah, that's the creature management terminal. And yeah, if I remove the DNA, that would be very expensive. This is unique DNA. I don't know if I could even get it back. I don't know if you can even create this DNA. Maybe you could. And maybe it's just unique for now, but whatever it is, these two mobs you're only going to find here. They're pretty cool mobs. They're pretty slow. They're pretty, actually, you can hunt them pretty, like, efficiently as far as eco goes. And, yeah, hopefully I'm going to see some of you guys out here, and hopefully I'm going to be paying out 20 PEDs to a bunch of you for some really cool finds. But yeah, welcome to Mutation Station. It's under new management. There's going to be more to come. Hopefully we're going to do some cool stuff with this. And thank you for coming with me on this journey. This has been a journey, folks. Like, when I started, there was no way we could have ever thought of that. We were trying to do something emotional, and they're talking about midget porn in the chat. Anyways, though, yeah, it's been quite the journey. It's been quite the journey, and I do appreciate people sticking with me. I appreciate all of you. If you come out, like, this is one thing I want to stress. Do not feel obligated to come out here. If you don't have a membership, if you never supported the Patreon, that's cool. If you only watch the videos you like, that's cool. If you watch all the videos and hit like, I mean, I do appreciate it, but it's cool. Whatever you want to do to support me, that's cool. That's more than you're entitled to do, or that's more than entitled to do. That's more. I'm mincing my words here. It's more than I'd expect anyone to do, and I do appreciate it. Whether it's just watching videos, hitting like, coming to the land area, whatever it is. If you're just coming here to sweat, if you're coming here to just check it out and go, that's fine. I appreciate everybody. And yeah, I don't want to put any pressure on anyone to hunt here, but obviously I'm going to be doing some videos here because like this is mine. It's just so cool. I'm trying to actually do a really good job of documenting what these mobs can loot so that people can come here and have an expectation as to what they're going to get. And yeah, jump into the Discord. You'll see that whole list. It's coming along pretty nicely, and I think with all your help, we can do a lot better. Also, I know Kamaldun, they can be looted anywhere throughout Arcadia, in certain locations throughout Arcadia, but as far as the 20 PD prize goes, it's only for loot that's found on this land area. One, because I get the taxes that covers a bit of that cost. And like I said, this land area only makes 20 to 30 PDs a day, so you can imagine like it's covering some of the cost, but not all of it. Some of it's coming out of my pocket. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what we can do with this, running some experiments. We might even do something where we see what the loot is now, push the taxes down to 0 for just a very short period of time, and see what the returns are then. Because I'm curious just how land area taxes work. I've got some theories. I want to test them out, and I think now I'm finally in a position that I can do it. Anyways, thank you for watching. We got some exciting things to come. Until next time, peace. And wait.